Hallo Leute, ich heiße Francis, and today we're going to explore different ways on how you can find your German language partner. Whether you're a beginner or just really wanting to brush up on your German, I got you covered. And as usual, you know me, I'm not a fan of long introductions, so let's just get going. First up, we have online language platforms. Platforms I've used are Italki, Lingoda, and Verbling, and they just really provide you different ways on how you can connect with a native German speaker or somebody who has also learned German. You can schedule one-on-one or group classes, and at the same time, there's also an opportunity to join online group communities, which can really help motivate you. I've done Italki, Lingoda, and Verbling, and each of them has their own strengths and weaknesses, so you better use them to their advantage. Financial-wise, you get a bang for your buck with Italki because you can do 30-minute classes, and that's cheaper compared with Lingoda and Verbling, wherein the class is around 45 minutes to an hour. This 30-minute classes are good if you're looking into just practicing, for example, the Sprechenteil for the German exam. That's what I used it for. Or you just wanted to improve on your conversational German. I have 1-hour classes with Lingoda and Verbling. I always feel like my brain's fried after each class, but that's part of it. It's all part of learning. We're trying to adapt. I mean, I haven't spoken German half of my life, so I'm expecting that it's gonna be a lot of hard work pushing through 1-hour classes. With Italki, if I'm just doing like 30-minute classes, I feel like I'm not running out of ideas to talk about since I use it mostly for conversation and the Sprechenteil. So it all worked out with the 30-minute classes. Online platforms provide a very good way to practice your German just because you get used to talking to different people who have different personalities and accents in German. Lingoda shines on this just because you don't get to choose your teacher, but it's a good challenge if you see it that way. You can also opt to have different teachers in Italki and Verbling, but then again, you have to choose them. Really doing trial classes would be helpful so that you can also gauge different personalities and add them to your rotation if you're doing your speaking practice. I would definitely suggest that if you're a beginner, it would be wise to start off with teachers who have a more warm and friendly personality so that you won't get discouraged. And then as you progress into your German skills, you can try to add teachers that you find a little bit more intimidating to just shock yourself and see how you will adapt. Being able to speak with different people just helps solidify your communication skills. And it also helps ensure that no matter what, you can get the words out of your brain. Lingoda and Italki have options for group and one-on-one classes. Those are also called private classes. And as far as with Verbling, I remember they only have like private classes. I just don't know if things have changed now since it's been a while since I've gotten online classes again. But I find that private classes are very helpful for me, especially when I was crawling from A1 to B1, and that was between the years of 2017 to 2022. It really helped the teacher attend to my needs as a student, and I think that I won't get that kind of attention if I would be in group classes. However, there are times that my group classes in Lingoda would be a private class just because no other student have picked the class that I picked. What a great way to fry my brain. But again, it's all part of the learning journey. I personally like Lingoda because they have everything you need in their platform. They have the resource material, you have quizzes and vocabulary reviews that you can do when you're not doing online classes. Way back 2017, they didn't have all those other things, but even back then, the lessons are structured beautifully. Lingoda really provided me with a good foundation, especially as a beginner. This is not a sponsored post. I'm just really a believer of Lingoda just because I started with them way back 2017. And I feel like some of the teachers recognize me when I started like A1, and then now that I am able to speak so much better compared with 2017 Francis. I'm just really amazed on how much they've grown as a company. Now that they have more activities aside from just providing online classes, I feel like it's gonna be really worth it if you try that. However, as my German improved, I feel like I needed a more individualized approach with learning German, especially that I had that goal of passing the B2 level of German, which I did. I found my main teacher in Verbling to help me with that, and he was very helpful from fixing my grammar to just propelling me to B2. We did it for like a year or so, I think a year and a half to get me there. And then I was doing Lingoda and Italki on the side, mainly to improve my speaking while I'm talking about various topics. And at the same time to help review grammar, because with Lingoda, they also offer classes, or you can choose specific classes there as well. They also have like grammar lessons there that for me just serve like a refresher. I wanted to say that I am biased towards paid online teaching platforms, mainly because there's a financial commitment, and that helps boost motivation because we all need to make our money's worth. Also, since I wanted to learn and progress my German, I wanted somebody who can take me to that next level. And I feel like my teachers have provided me with professional and individualized help. I don't think I will get that level of commitment if that was just done for free. Now, if you feel like you're not yet ready to invest in online language platforms that I mentioned, of course, there are going to be alternatives. Just letting you know that nothing in this world is for free, because if you're not paying with money, you're either paying with your time, effort, or attention. Just giving you guys a heads up. You can also find your language partner on Language.exchange websites such as mylanguage.exchange.com and Language.exchange. I personally have tried Language.exchange, and there it's good because you can see people's profiles, and there they post what their interests are, why they learn their target language, what they are willing to teach you. Please understand that since this is a language exchange, the person that you're talking to has their target language and you also have your target language. You both have to sort of help each other. I've had several contacts from Language.exchange. I feel like the trick in getting a lot of reply is how you make your profile, and I'll show it to you later. It was good that we already started like setting up a time. She was really nice, and her target language was English, and for me it was German. We even planned that we'll do like 30 minutes speaking German first and then 30 minutes speaking English. However, during that time, I got so engrossed into learning through the online language platforms I said a while ago. I did not have enough time to actually make this happen. Also, I realized that my focus is mainly learning at this time and not teaching another person because of my goal, passing my B2 German exam. I needed more time to learn than teaching another person, and I don't probably have enough brain cells again to make sure I help her properly. So it didn't actually push through. I just did not feel committed at that point in helping another person, because I'm also trying to help myself progress with my target language. I guess this works best if you are learning German without any time constraints, or if you are looking to do this as a hobby and just wanted to get to know people who speak your target language and wanted to learn more about their culture. Now, if those websites don't work for you, there's another way. Facebook groups. Oh my God, where do I start? Facebook really is a gold mine if you're looking for a language partner. It's really a great way to just find people there who have the same passion in learning as you do, and at the same time you get to know somebody who has the same struggles that you're going through when you're learning your target language. To get to these Facebook groups, make sure that you type in keywords such as German if that's your target language. German, language, exchange, or tandem partner, 100% you will see at least 50 groups that is geared towards having a platform so that you can find a language partner. My strategy in choosing which group to join is the one with the most members and a lot of recent posts. So that means that the group is active. I'm gonna share to you my intro post that I posted in the Facebook group that I joined. The Facebook group is called Tandem Language Exchange. Make sure when you make your introduction post, you introduce yourself in a very warm, friendly, open manner. Share why you are learning the language, what makes it interesting to you. You have to say your target language, what language you are willing to teach. Share your experiences teaching. You can also share your struggles when you're learning with your target language, and it never fails that you share your interests. The other person can have an idea what the conversations are going to be about. That way you can also showcase your personality with this introductory post. Now, I know it's a lot of sharing, but sharing information is important. That way people understand that you really are invested in looking for a language exchange partner. I did receive a lot of messages in my Facebook post and direct messages. However, I was more invested learning German through my teachers. If I will be in a more relaxed state, like right now, I'm still trying to. I could get back to trying out language exchange. I'm not 100% sure yet. Well, if that doesn't work, there's still other options. You can look into your community and see if they have language groups. Here in Texas, especially in Austin, they hold like a Stammtisch, and I wish I lived there. Since I work here as a physical therapist, I did have patients who speak German or they were from Germany. I tried to do therapy in German, and that was nice. However, since most of them have immigrated here for a long time, they just reply back in English, but they do understand me when I speak German. Actually, I have a German boyfriend, so I know I already have an advantage. However, he did not started speaking or practicing German with me until I got to the point of B1, B2. We did had a lot of intensive practice when I was preparing for the second part of the Sprechenteil for the German exam. I like it that way. I feel like it would be really hard for us if he just started speaking German with me when I was still in A1. And that's just me. And you know, there's a saying why doctors are not allowed to treat their family members, and I feel like it's the same way. I would not probably be as concentrated as I was if he would to teach me. Anyway, but his friends, they do message me on Instagram in German. I don't remember them chatting with me in English, but that was really good practice. So if you know somebody who speak German or is related to German relative, I think you can also use that as a way to speak German. Once again, if you found this video helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe while you're at it. Also share if you have any language exchange success story or other tips that you have in finding a language partner. Bonus tip, if you still struggle looking for a language exchange partner, make a dummy account because some people are just concerned about their security, and that's fine. And comment down below your target language, the level you're currently at, the language that you're willing to teach the other person, and the contact details where they're gonna contact you. That can be the dummy account I told you earlier, or your handles if you're comfortable sharing that. And hopefully somebody picks it up, and then you will have a language exchange partner. I basically found like a language exchange friend that way. I commented on one of a German teacher's post in Instagram. Our friendship is more of a supportive kind. We don't teach each other grammar and all that. We're also learning the same language. We just basically keep up on each other's progress. He's doing his Ausbildung now in Germany, and I saw his journey to going to Germany, which is nice. And he also saw my my journey learning and passing B2 level. It's more of like a support friend. Just that feeling that I have a classmate in this journey of learning German, I find that really helpful. It also helps me become motivated to continue this journey of learning German because I'm not alone. I don't feel alone at all. So there you have it. A very simple guide in finding a language partner. Whether you wanted to invest on online language platforms, looking for a language partner on Facebook groups or other social media groups, or probably looking in your community and see if somebody speaks your target language, know that you have a lot of options. The key with this is to stay motivated, be open in making new connections, and of course, to enjoy the journey of language learning, because what else is there? Might as well enjoy it. Happy language learning, guys. Cheers!